Now we are going to start a new chapter with this video, and our topic is going to be polygons and their properties. The first property about the diagonals it's going to be, and let me explain firstly what is diagonal. If a diagonal of polygon is line segment that joins two consecutive, non-consecutive it says, vertices. Non-consecutive means A, if we get the vertex A, then B and F, they are consecutive vertex of A. So if I get the B, A and C are the consecutive vertex of B. So I cannot draw from this vertex to the A, and from B I cannot draw to A and C. That's why from B to other F, E and D I'm going to draw one line segment. The line segments which are drawn to this point, to these vertices, are called diagonal. Okay, simply I explain the diagonal and number of the diagonal. This is the first property, how to find the number of diagonal of the polygon with n sides. Now here the formula is n times n minus 3 over 2. Why? Because we are going to draw from this point, and here this one and this one consecutive vertices, so you cannot draw to this, and when you get this point it means that 1, 2 and 3 points they are out. For each vertex there are 3 points out, so the formula it should be n times n minus 3, the consecutive vertices, and itself, of course, the consecutive vertices and itself, so you cannot draw to itself the diagonal. Why over 2? Because when you draw one diagonal from this point to this point, then from this point you can draw to this one, and actually they are same diagonal. So one diagonal drawn 2 times from one vertex to another, you can draw 2 diagonals, but of course we need to eliminate that 2 here, and the formula becomes n times n minus 3 over 2. If I simply explain here again, 1, 2, 3, these are the consecutive vertices. From this vertex I'm going to draw. So if I cannot draw from this one, I can draw to this one and this one, which means if it is 5-sided polygon, 5 minus 3 different I can draw from one vertex. So the formula becomes n times n minus 3 over 2. I'm going to solve the B1. These are going to be class work for us, and I'm going to prove later maybe that one, solve them later. Find the number of diagonals in nonagon, which means 9-sided figure. So here the n value is equal to 9, so I'm going to apply the formula n times n minus 3 over 2 formula here, which is equal to 9 times 9 minus 3 over 2 it's going to be, which is equal to 9 times 6 over 2. 6 and 2, if we simplify, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 1. 9 times 3, it's going to be equal to 27 diagonals. It's going to be for the nonagon. It means that you can draw 27 different diagonals in nonagon. Okay, I said first one and the C1, it's going to be class work. We are going to solve them in the class. Let me solve this type of question. Here the number of diagonal it is given, so the formula n times n minus 3 over 2 is equal to one number, which is equal to here. A polygon has 14 diagonals. How many sides does it have? So it's asking what is the value of n. So if polygon has 14 diagonals, it means the formula here result it's going to be equal to 14. And when you multiply this one, because here there is a division, and you should send this 2 to the other side to find the n. N times n minus 3 is equal to 28. It's going to be, if you multiply these, it's going to be equal to n square minus 3n is equal to 28, and the last one, n square minus 3n minus 28, it's going to be equal to 0. This is quadratic equation, and in the quadratic equation we are going to, in quadratic equation we can factorize, I think, here, because this is geometry question and we are looking for the sides. That's why it's going to be equal to minus 14, or it's 4 times, I think 4 times 3, 4 times plus 4 times minus 7. It's going to be, the sum is 3 multiply product is minus 28. Yes, this factorization is true. So crossly when you multiply, it's going to be equal to 4n and minus 7n. The sum is equal to minus 3n. Then the formula is n times n minus 3 over 2. Pardon, I made a mistake here. N squared minus 3n minus 28 it's going to be, which means n plus 4 times n minus 7 is equal to 0, n plus 4 is equal to 0, or n minus 7 is equal to 0, n is equal to minus 4, n is equal to 7 it's going to be. So n is equal to minus 4 cannot be, we cannot take this one as solution here, because number of sides cannot be negative